think a lot of it was kind of just by chance. So there were some football players my freshman year of undergraduate, or my first year at the University of Richmond. They were just in our campus forum, and I knew a lot of the guys there, and I was just like, okay, this seems like a really cool thing to do. It also felt like the right thing to do. It was also a very easy thing to do. I'm a very socially engaged person. I really do give back to the community. So to me, it just felt like another opportunity to do exactly that. I was actually kind of excited. I was intrigued by the science of it because I was like, oh, is this like a long lost relative that I didn't know I had, or something like that? So at the very beginning, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. But then as I said yes initially, and as I started learning more about who the patient was and the situation that they were in, and how hard they fought, it really did compel me to give back. It was something that I really wanted to do, so I kind of just did it. But I, of course, at some point did tell my parents and friends, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. So if you see me in the hospital, know that everything's okay. And then, of course, after the procedure, I posted pictures of the donation. And lots of people on Facebook and on my other social media channels were wrong. I got a couple phone calls, but ultimately it was kind of just up to me, and I didn't really get a whole lot of other people involved. So for me, the donation process was super easy. I had I don't know their official title, but it was like a donor consultant. Her name was Vicky. She was with me every step of the way, had really great communication. I think during the month before and the month after, we pretty much talked twice or three times a week. On the donation day, because I'm here in Richmond, I ended up driving up to DC. And there, again, was just a very nice, welcoming atmosphere. Everything was explained thoroughly. I didn't feel like I was walking into something that I didn't know I was getting myself into. And then as far as the actual procedure went, I got a couple shots at the very beginning just to get the sample ready, is what they told me. And after that, they hooked me up to this machine. Again, I thought it was kind of cool. I had one thing in one arm taking my blood out, and then they ran it through the machine to get the sample, and then another that was in my other arm, putting that blood back into my system. And so once they had me hooked up, I was good to go. I didn't have a whole lot of pain. I wasn't really uncomfortable. Had a great lunch, and really was an easy, very straightforward process. But once I donated, I took it easy for a couple of days, just following the doctor's advice. But for the most part, I was fine. I didn't have a whole lot of pain. I didn't really have a whole lot of discomfort. The day right after, I was a little tired, but that was to be expected. And after that, I was pretty much fine. So I haven't met the person that I donated to, and I don't frequently think about them. With all the things that I have going on for school and life, it's really hard to think about everything. So I do have to prioritize the immediate stressors or the immediate things. And I did want to meet them, but there is a confidentiality clause, and I don't want to overstep, and I didn't want them to feel uncomfortable. But during my donation, I did think about the person a lot. So when I think about the difference that I made, I actually struggle a lot to contextualize it. Not in a bad way, but just it's very hard to say. I say someone's life, like it's very difficult for me to accept that and conceptualize that. But I do think it has been something that's positive. It's been something that I've thought a lot about. It's obviously something that makes me feel good. It makes a significant impact on someone else's life, and it really does give them a better chance. For me, it really wasn't much of a choice. I felt compelled to do it just because it was the right thing to do. And I really encourage you to make that decision as well. Our race matters. Be the cure.